want to understand Earth's currency. To explain it to me, I'd like to introduce the Federal Reserve economist.
I mean, this is just ridiculous. He says we don't need to audit the Fed. There's full transparency. Yet his face and words are censored. Okay, I'll uncensor my face. I would say pay me to be on the show, but I already create my own money.
Okay, so how does the oil market work?
The US dollar is the reserve currency, meaning governments around the world as well as corporations keep dollars in reserve. Yeah, but we're broke. That's ironic. Everyone keeps dollars but us. Oil is sold in dollars even if America isn't buying it.
Can you give me an example?
Let's say Saudi Arabia wants to sell oil to India. India converts their local currency, the rupee, into dollars to make the transaction. But in the Federal Reserve's defense, who wants rupees? Have you ever seen Aladdin, the uncensored version? Buy these figs if you have American dollars. Buy these figs if you have American dollars. American dollars only. America has to use the CIA and military to force foreigners to do this. Oh no, we did not use violence. We think it's easier if everyone's on the same currency. Easier for everyone? This system started in the early 70s before computers were mainstream, and you're asking them to get currency from the other side of Earth. I mean, talk about inconvenient ATMs. To buy my oil, you need dollars. But my boats, planes, and cars have no oil. How will I get to the dollars?
So how does the Federal Reserve benefit by having people who are not Americans sell oil in dollars?
First of all, if oil is sold in dollars, it disguises and masks inflation because people can't tell if the price of oil went up or the value of the dollar went down. Right, so this way the government can blame foreigners for the inflation that they created. So when people see $4 a gallon, they don't think, I can tell that petroleum products are artificially priced because the Federal Reserve has increased the monetary supply. Thus, I have no resentment. Instead, they go, $4 a gallon? Let's bomb some Arabs. I mean, come on. Now, in the previous episode, we learned that inflation is an increase in prices due to an increase in the money supply. The biggest benefit to the Fed is that they just have to type zeros and ones on a computer and it extracts wealth from the third world. It's the lazy man's tax. It's only a matter of time before the Fed gets phone apps. I need more money to catch an Uber. Siri, print money. Siri, print a lot of money.
What does the word petrodollar even mean?
It's just a fancy word that means money oil exporters earn in US dollars. You idiot. The word petrodollar describes that they now keep the wealth in dollar-denominated assets, thus propping up the value. 30 to 60% of all US currency is held by foreigners abroad. So this way he can go, they took our jobs and our money.
So if they lose value, why would the people who are not Americans agree to sell resources in US dollars?
Imperialism. Each country has their own story. Some we cut a deal with, like Saudi Arabia. Some had covert operations, like Iran and Venezuela. For Halloween, I'm dressing up as the CIA. Now, I don't need a costume. I just convince your own family to rise up in a coup and take your candy. We went to war with Iraq because Saddam Hussein switched from selling oil in dollars to selling oil in euros. The reason he switched was in his own financial interest as he saw the dollar being depreciated. No. The reason Saddam Hussein switched from dollars to euros was not financial, but a principled approach. He said, we must not use the currency of the enemy. Do you believe this? He cares about his own financial interest. Use the currency of the enemy. He buys American guns. I can't use the currency of the enemy when I buy the guns of the enemy. And on top of that, he switched to the euro as though they like him more in Europe. Oh, I can't use the currency of the enemy, so let me use the currency of their military allies. You've only pointed out one example. You surely cannot find another. Then in Libya, when the dictator Gaddafi tried to switch oil sales to gold, America killed him. Gaddafi was a tyrant. He tortured his own people. You arm the Tunisian dictators and they share a border with Libya. If human rights violations are fine in Tunisia, Gaddafi should have just hopped the border like base and freeze tag.
You can't touch this. Can't touch.
Oh no, we gave him money for food. Well, he bought guns. Maybe American foreign policy is where they get the expression, eat my bullets. Unlike Iraq, where we need to guess what the motivation was, in Libya we know for sure. The website WikiLeaks revealed that the French president emailed Hillary Clinton when she was Secretary of State, saying that we need to bomb Libya because Gaddafi was switching from selling oil in dollars to selling oil in gold. The reason that gold is so important is because the Federal Reserve can't control it. The gold standard doesn't work. Hillary Clinton is looking to shape the economy in a positive direction. No, she wants global control through trade deals like TPP. Now, while Libya would technically be under a different trade deal, it's relevant to this situation because Hillary wants to use TPP as the model for all other trade deals.
This TPP sets the gold standard in trade agreements.
How ridiculous is that? We need the gold standard of trade deals to stop gold standards.
Unfortunately, we're out of time. In the next episode, we'll learn why Saudi Arabia would actually agree to sell oil in dollars. I beg you to share this video. Make sure to subscribe. Let's learn together.